Hello. It's 4:20. Let's get high. So, I am going to continue reading my book, my latest book, be out August 17th. Check out my website, davidhouse.com. I've done quite a few changes there. And let's see. And I wanted to say that, first of all, gone to the trouble to put like a lot of Hebrew into the book and also to transliterate it. But if someone has finished reading this book, they'll know how to read Hebrew in a very effortlessly way. And I wanted to do that just so that I wouldn't be writing just to like Jewish people who were learned, but that these secrets should be open to everyone. And yesterday we began reading from the Zohar, the first paragraph of the Zohar, and today we'll continue with the second paragraph of the Zohar. Paragraph 2. Steaming, steaming, Marazadan, so baka velo baka, ivira delay lois yada klal, ad de megoi de kiku, de bikiote, nehir nukuda chada, stima ola. Basari nukuda, lois yada klal, ubegin kak, ikre rachis, maimer kadma dekula. Now in English, break it up into phrases. Steaming degoy steaming, maraza de ein so baka velo baka, avira delay lois yada cloud. Hidden within hidden, from hint of ein sof, without end, out but not out. Space is completely unknown. What does this mean? The inside of the nakuda, the dot, the black hole, is radiant from an energy of movement without motion, causing interaction based on possibilities, bringing about a contraction, opening a space where there was no space. There is no way to accurately say what goes on within the non-reflective nature of the nakuda, the dot. But the great weight within the nakuda portends to the fomenting of creation prior to time and space. Everything destined to be in potential within the nakuda inscribed with the desire of Borei to be known and low. Every particular in creation rooted in the original nakuda, the letter Yud, 10. Zohar helps the human mind bridge the divide between creation and Borei, the creator. Through an intricate description of what occurred prior to creation, motivated by a desire gone up in the mind of God to be known and low, a basic understanding of what occurred can be gleaned. The ramifications of this supernal thought put into action an immediate result, creation of time and space within the Or Ein Sof, accomplished within the confines of logic to produce our universe. Using the confines of logic, Boré is able to fashion creation as an intermediary between God and the human being, able to articulate thoughts into words in much the same way Boré articulates creation into existence. Adamo de goy de kiku de bikiata nahir nukuda chada steaming Allah until become friction within shown unique illuminated dot hidden above. From the side of creation, this dark point is a massive nikuda dot, giving birth to a universe of stars engraved with a form, depicting the eighth sky made of 10 constituent parts. Perfection has no mirrored interaction, no duality at all, just perfect interconnections tethered to the emanator of light. In the same way, each ray of sunlight is connected to the sun. Desire of Boré keeps creation created. Moment by moment, Boré creates creation, creating each atom slightly moved. The creator is constantly tinkering with the fabric of creation. Every aspect of creation connects back to the original desire of Boré to be known in lo. Every action, indeed, every thought, and through a web of spiritual worlds, eventually sucked into the Nukuda and transmitted back to the source of creation in a feeble attempt to satisfy the supernal longing. Desire is beyond logic. Boré is facing each person who reflects back according to free will. Everything between is the intermediary, able to convey sustained communication between high and low, between Boré and the human being, called Adam, one blood. Prior to creation, there was no high and low. There was no high and low. Light and darkness. Movement was like sexual union where there is no place, there is no space between the two genders. Primordial creation is androgynous. Sexual metaphors pervade the Torah because sex is the language of life when two dualities momentarily become one. Boré adopts the rules of creation to accomplish a real understanding of the receiver. Boré is usually referred to as male since the creator gives while creation receives. This disparity between these two disparate realities is dark on one side and light on the other side, like the bubble of desire separates between, while the bubble of desire separates between. Zohar begins by rendering a description as to how Nukuda came into existence, a funnel. This dot came into existence, a funnel through which whoever looked into the pages whose own words predict Zohar would be needed and understood at the end of days, at the advent of the 1,000 years of woman and peace. Zohar accomplishes this by describing creation validated by science. Physical fact combined with spiritual method plus the intention of the creator in creation unifies within the words of Zohar. Basari nakuda lo ijata klal begin kaki krereshes mimer kadma dekula. Beyond this dot, nothing is known before, therefore called ratius, beginning. the first word to everything. Zohar depicts creation from two sides of the original Nikuda, wherein creation exists. This dot is beyond time and space, yet to be created. The inside of the Nikuda is illuminated, but on the outside is a black hole from where the universe shoots out a spiral ejaculation of stars. Each star is a shard from the original engraving, and each soul is carved from a star shining down upon the planet Tevel, attaching to a body, coming closer to God through means of free choice. What scientists describe in their feeble attempt to break the code of creation. The importance of Zohar in our time is to throw spiritual light upon the shadow of belief. Belief is what we do not know. If we knew, we would have no reason to believe. All of creation is fitted inside this Nukuda, dot, a black hole with darkness on one side and light on the far side, a light beyond conjecture, an unknown light called Zohar, corroborated by scientific fact while correcting speculation. From our station upon planet Tevel, our galaxy is enormous. But when looking further into the universe, we find an endless array of other galaxies and worlds or light ejaculated into the spaceless space, or was untethered from space, from speed, only after being commanded by Borei to halt creating. As the Talmud describes, Borei yelling at creation, "Die, enough!" until creation stopped, thus creating the name Shaddai, who said, "Die, enough." Once creation came to a standstill, then the reverberations from the sudden stop caused light to slow, refracting back at the speed of light, considered by the ancient as lecha, walking. The ancients measured the distance in the heavens as 500 years walking between the spaces in space. Since planet Tevel is the center of creation, where the human being practices freedom of choice, the secret of time is hidden in planet Tevel. The 365-day year squared times the 2,000 years the Creator played with creation equals 266,450,000. The amount the amount of time to come forth from the black hole until stopped. Some scientists say it took about 250,000 years for the stars to blink on. But the Torah is more exact. Also, the number 26645 answers the ancient question why Borei began the creation of our 7,000-year cycle on planet Earth 5,780 years ago. Is because 26 is the gematria of God's name, human being, and the 6 in between are the 6 days of creation, prototype to the 6,000-year calendar, concluding with the 1,000 years of woman and peace in 220 years. The purpose of creation is for the human being to know the Creator through the 6 days of creation. Chapter 3. Maskilim Yazihiro Kazohar Rikia Umitzidike Harabim Kokokavim Lo Voed. The knowledge flow like brilliance in the heavens and disperse great merit like to a great merit like stars to the world forever. The knowledge of creation was known from this. This is when the illumination. The truth is found in structure. Where there is structure, there is truth. Holding the thread of this knowledge connects the person to the source of truth, the creator, Bore, who is neither physical nor spiritual, who is unencumbered by space and time and any other obstruction. Bore sees everything but waits to tell. Bore created a puzzle sprinkled with hints along the pathways supporting all peoples going in all directions. Beauty and truth are in the heart of each human being. Each person wants, in their essence, to get close to Bore, to the creator Bore. Some run straight to the light, while others prefer to take a step back before going forward. All directions in life are supported by the creator, fueled by love. But there are rules. Without recognizing these rules of restraint, the person is lost in man-made paths going nowhere, obscuring the truth. Those able to convey this inner knowledge throughout the generation, segmented into the body of our solar system, then divided into 7 segments. Right leg Saturn, left leg Uranus, all peoples, and there are 613 commandments to the Jewish people, who are the chosen people, chosen to perform the 613 commandments, the wind to the world. Science continually changes, but emet, truth, never changes. Yet, those great thinkers who preserved this ancient knowledge did so by word of mouth. Nothing was written down, only hinted at in other writings. The small cadre of mystical rabbis quoted often throughout the text of Zohar, begging him to write his brilliance in. Zohar ends with Rabbi Shimon's death, while his closest comrade, Rabbi Abba, says, "I'm standing here, pen in hand," but Rabbi Shimon refuses to commit his knowledge into writing. Zohar is too powerful to be written into the corporeal. Only in Shemayim could Zohar be written, then transmitted through conversation in Aramaic, which softens the complexity written into the original text, carved into the firmament of Shemayim. The celestial conversation with Moshe Shem Tov de Leon was a way of attenuating the brightness of Zohar, accompanied by the recitation of conversations 2,000 years before on this world, which are also engraved in Shemayim. Even with all that, it took 1,000 years to be revealed in the dark and needy time of human tribulation. What time is up? Well, we'll just continue on. I feel kind of lightheaded. I don't know. Zohar. Stima distimim botesh avira delay on here he nakuda. Hidden brilliance, push space, illuminating the dot. The word Zohar is used to indicate the inner sanctum of the nakuda dot. The black hole is where the accumulating sparks of or light made from the original engraving into the Or Ein Sof coalesce together, creating weight through the contours of endless contractions. The circular movement from the original engraving caused Zohar to funnel down into Nekuda, pushing out to create space and illumination streaming forth from the black hole Nekuda dot. Zohar, of all the Jewish teachings, depicting the inner part of the black hole from where creation percolates out from a metal hardness down to a point from where ejaculation into an open space occurs. Zohar breaks creation down into 4 parts called Abiyah, Atzilut, closed, Bria, creation, Yetzira, form, I said it backwards, Atzilus, cloaked, Bria, creation, Yetzira, form, Sia, action. Seen from Tevel as solar system, galaxy, black hole, and Zohar, brilliance from the far side of the black hole. Further depict all based from the name Yud He Vav He. The millennium birthed by the black hole, the illumination birthed by the black hole is a stream of energy quickly condensing down into elements, exploring the outer reaches where the confines of space merge back into Or Ein Sof, causing the rest of creation to continuously speed up, coming closer to the source. Merging back is the ultimate goal that will never be reached, since Borei continually wants a dwelling place in low. The angels play out this balancing act of opposite desires in a movement called Ratzeh V'Tshuv, running and returning. The creator Borei wants to get lower while creation wants to get higher. The continual goal is to meet in the middle of a big hug. There's another one. Oh, I might as well just finish. We can finish this chapter also. Okay. Kedin, Ishpaset Hai Rashis Ave Hekla Lik black hole, created divisions, yet left the threads of interconnectedness spliced together throughout the universe. Chambers are continually created where the angels do their work, amid places for souls to hang out, awaiting descension down to Tevel. Scientists sense these chambers to find these. Scientists sense these chamber defined measurements. These scientists sense these chambers to fine measurement. Scientists call them dark matter, along with dark energy, making up 96% of the universe. We're only able to detect 4% of the whole contained in the 4 elements. Scientists at the conformity within the universe, how each atom is precisely the same as every other atom even though the logic of the Big Bang Theory dictates the opposite. If indeed chaos was the progenitor of the universe, then reality would be truly subjective. Structure indicates logic. Creation is logical, based on cause and effect. Nature is logical. However, cause and effect cannot produce structure, and certainly cannot produce life. Only the creator, Bore, creates life in a structured universe compelled by Hateva, the nature, with the gematria of 86, the same as the name Elohim. God experiences gender. The desire of creator of Bore to be known in Lo is engraved in the great name, causing a black hole to open up into a universe of black holes, each sprouting a galaxy. Bore chose the Milky Way galaxy to be home to the initial desire propelling creation upon planet Tevel, where all the stars in the heavens are tethered to our solar system, constantly feeding our world life through the complex weave of light within a myriad of chambers carved into the heavens, attenuating the down to illumination. Zohar illuminates creation for the creator Bore to be acknowledged and praised. Okay, last one. Taman Zara de Kucha da Olda, the germination of Eitz Chaim, planted in the primordial black hole, grown down than does the human being here at the lowest point in creation, where Bore wants to be known and low. Life is rampant throughout the universe, but there are no aliens evolving out of the leftovers. Knows nothing comes out of nothing. The meticulous nature of creation is so anywhere his progeny died, the soul will accept the body back. A bit of the soul remains from each life, hidden within a splinter of bone, a seed to a new body grown from the ground at the end of days, a body impervious to pain, able to live for 1,000 years. The word metzavtar refers to a gravestone. In Hebrew, zayin, hard, rock of ages. The lifeline of light is incorruptible and will never stop pulsing through creation, directed towards our world Tevel, appearing to circle the North Star every 26,000 years in a galaxy whose center is 26,000 light years from the Earth, which pulses every 26 seconds. The gematria of Yud He Vav He is 26. Half of 26 is 13. The gematria of Achad, 1. There are 2 ones in creation, the top and the bottom. All else is for conveyance only. On that day, God in God's name will be one. Bore, Kari, creator. There are 600,000 letters in the Torah, and each word is a name of God. The name is the closest we can come to God. We're all carved out from that name, part of the great name, or Ein Sof. Each person harbors that holy seed, growing, giving fruit through our actions, which are often combined together in modules with hierarchies to administer the collective power. As in Shema am, so it is on earth. We are all grown from one seed to be one with Yud-Hey Vav-Hey. All right. Thanks.